this straight. No, I'm going to be... I actually had to scoot over here to 803 to handle this wheel stuff, so I'll be occupied for a while. I apologize.
No problem.
Is she good?
She's good.
Perfect. Tell the other gentleman thank you. And thank you as well.
Yes, ma'am.
I do not have anything else for you to accomplish, so if you'd like to retire for the evening, feel free. Otherwise, you may go check 244 if you'd like. It's up to you.
Yes, ma'am. Can the other people that accompany me...
That would be fine.
No.
You are trusted. You are good.
Thank you, madam.
Au revoir. Bye-bye. Come on. Hi. I am very sorry. I'm sure you know.
Yeah, you told me the other night.
Let's go inside. It's less noisy. Did he also tell you that he's the one that did it?
Yeah. Yeah, he told me.
Same.
Yeah, he told me, he talked to you and that you wanted him to suffer with it.
I wanted him to suffer with it.
Yeah, not...
Told him I was going to kill him as soon as he was done with his shit. Because he asked me for a little bit of mercy. So that he could have a conversation with you and then help get his club situated before I did it. I'm not going to let him suffer. I'm going to kill him. Like
No,
the
you're
dog he is.
No, you're not.
Or are you?
Yes. I was gonna do it the other night, but then he's holding her body basically hostage from me.
I know where it's at because her cell phone pinged there, so...
What's
It's at the morgue. Yep, here in Los Santos. Anyway. Tired of feeling numb with this. But I have her will to execute, and you are a big part of it. A very big part of it.
Yeah. I know she wanted me to have more vehicles.
Oh, yeah. The hot knife, the Mesa, the Vagrant, her chopper, and her BF 400 specifically. All are yours. She, come. She didn't know who else to give this one to. She said that you would probably want to cut the pipes to do with it as you must. Or to redo that.
I can't do anything to it.
But she wanted you to have it. Over, even if you declined to take everything else, she wanted you to have that and to take it without restraint.
I'm not gonna do anything to it. I can't. It's...
I know.
her. It's what I
Kyra.
left of her. What?
There's some things that I have to go over with you.
Fine.
Both of her homes in Toledo, and as well as the penthouse in the city. She was adamant that you knew where that was. Are being deeded to you, and as of today will become your property. In relations to that, her Vikings motorcycle cut, the president cut that is in her closet, is to be given to you. I have reached out to the Reapers to follow suit with her other request, and that is to receive her member patch and her 1% diamond from her Reaper's cut to also be given to you as a symbol of respect, legacy, and undying loyalty that she has for you. You are to also receive a Viking battle axe engraved with karma on the handle. And she went on to say the following: for the times we presided over the Vikings MC together, for the battles fought side by side, for the bonds we had that no one could break. She continues on with saying, Kyra, take my old ID too. Keep it close. No one will ever understand what we were. But I know you always did. Thank you for your care, your fire, and the love you carried so fiercely. Carry it forward for both of us. And I can't find this item. I don't know if maybe it was taken off of her body when she was murdered. But she would have most likely had it on her deagle, her .50 caliber. I don't know if you've ever really looked at it, but it has your name as well as Winter. It's etched into the grip, as well as a symbol for karma, also on the handle. And it has a trail of X's across the barrel, each one a memory, a decision, a purpose. She goes on to say about it that this weapon saved me, damned me, and reminded me why I fought. Now it belongs in your hands, a proper place for it now. Now read.
Exactly what I'm going to do with that.
Very well. I wanted to gut him so badly myself. Her final words, if I may.
Go ahead.
To those I loved, thank you. To those I rode with, remain outlaw free. To those I hurt, I'm sorry. To those I leave behind, don't mourn me in silence. Laugh loudly in my memory, burn rubber, raise hell, and ride loud for me. And you are one of a few names, obviously, upon this document. It says, Kyra, you are my sister and my soulmate in this world. I will miss you forever. She has a personalized letter as well, if you'd like me to read it to you.
Well, if things go the way they're going, I might not be long behind her anyway.
It's not what she would want. You know that. Listen to me now, please. This is very difficult for me to do. I hope you know that. It's not a business transaction, it's emotional. She says, Kyra, my fire, my home, my only. You weren't just the love of my life, you were my life. I've never said it enough. Maybe I didn't know how, but you knew. You always knew. You saw through my walls, my armor, the patches on my back and the blood on my hands, and you loved me anyway, fiercely and fearlessly. You gave me peace in the war. You gave me something to believe in. I leave you everything not because I had to, but because I wanted to. Because in the deepest place in my soul, I trusted you more than I ever trusted myself. I hope that every time you fire up one of those bikes, you feel me in the wind beside you. And when the nights are too quiet, you'll hear me in the silence, whispering, I never left. A bank transfer of everything minus $10 million will be distributed to your account in due time for a lump sum of $156,389,550. She also situated a note for you for this as well. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This money is yours. I leave it in your hands, not because of wealth, but because of trust. Use it as you see fit to protect yourself, to protect others, and to fight for what is right. May it free you from ever having to need anything in this world again. You are the one person I believe in beyond all reasons, and I love you always. Here you are. You understand all of this, right?
I haven't really slept. So I'll just reread it later.
Right. You understand how much you meant to her, I hope.
Of course. I just I'm so mad at her.
Why? She's at peace. Finally.
I never got to see her say goodbye. She got herself, she knew what she was doing.
Most likely. This will was resituated within 48 hours of her being murdered. And Winter did this elaborate game, a hoax, a ruse, to get her to try to find him all over the state, just so he could step out of a fucking Tahoe with a gun in his hand, despite her trying to communicate that she was willing to meet with him over this, that, and the other. He just had to play a game to make it a fucking sport with him and Scout over at the fucking vineyard. And Audrey, daft little bitch,
Audrey.
just fucking stood there like a good little girl. But I talked to her earlier because I had questions, It just seemed perplexing to me that she wouldn't have even fought for her. Being of the same leather. Nothing. Not even...
What do you mean, same mother?
Audrey was a prospect for the Reapers. And now she's a prospect for the Lost again. Days after her murder. Which led me to think that maybe she was in on it in some way. Especially because her little husband was a part of it.
Scout.
And I asked her this. She looked me in the eye and she promised and swore upon that she had no idea that this was happening. But didn't even fight. Didn't even try. It's almost like she had a leash wrapped around her neck and behaved like a good little dog. Cowardly. And she came in earlier. She met me here, all in the same as what you have. And she acquired the possession that was left behind for her, which was the car that Kelly had made for their wedding. And she sat in the driver's seat and she moped and she cried and she felt bad for doing nothing.
She's on my list now, too. I knew about Scout. Winter didn't mention her at all.
Her and Kelly were scouring the countryside, desperately trying to find the fucking founder of the Lost Motorcycle Club, who was not actually lost at all. The day she died, Kyra, I found a video because I was scouring CCTV and I came across ones at the Jetsam port of a Mr. Scout and a Miss Harley, Phoenix, I believe she goes by, standing on the pier with a man with a very 0.5% chance of facial recognition hit for Winter. And there's a gunshot by Scout, and then the feed goes dead. Hours later, after I find it, I sent it to Kelly, and they ran down there together, her and Audrey. Found a shirt, found a wallet with Winter's ID in it, as well as keys to a boat. Could you imagine someone you care about, or say that you care about so much, you just run them around the countryside to make a spectacle out of the fact that you're going to kill them shortly thereafter, once they feel victorious in knowing that you're alive? Just like Winter.
A fucking piece of shit. And a coward.
That's not even the worst of it, Kyra.
What?
I shouldn't tell you this, because nobody knows. Not even Winter. So you will be the only one outside of Kelly and myself who understand this. Kelly has a child, a daughter.
What is it?
What do you mean?
Just the video? That's what you're talking about?
No, Kelly gave birth to a daughter.
What? Said that in your head because you definitely didn't say that out loud just then.
Oh no. It's absolutely
What?
true.
When?
With Winter. Long time ago.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Back the fuck up. What?
Mm-hmm. Winter does not even know about this child either.
Where is she?
Sweden. "20 years old, Kyra. And earlier today I informed her of the passing of her mother. And 3 hours ago she got on a flight. Her name is Svetlana. Winter caliber. And I have been tasked in this will and testament to make sure that she is okay.
Then you keep her away from her. You keep her away from him.
I can try. But you are labeled in this information as someone she can be that she can trust as well as Winter.
Why?
I don't know. Do you want me to read it to you?
Yeah, tell me what it says. I don't understand how she couldn't
All right.
never have told me.
She hasn't told anyone.
She told you.
It's because she needed my help with it. All right, here we go. Swollen Winter caliber. My secret, my sorrow, my regret. I hid you for so many reasons, my darling. You were never meant to be in this life or at the parallels of your mother's struggles and sense of purpose. You deserve so much better than me, your mother. I do not expect forgiveness nor deserve it. I have taken every precaution I could to shield you from these storms, from a life full of problems, of violence, and my own concerns. And now I leave you the ability to fulfill your own path, to forge it as you see fit. Feel ashamed of me if you wish, but understand how much I have carried and the burdens it proclaimed within me for doing so. Be strong, stand tall, speak the truth always. Should you find yourself in pursuit of the truth about all of this, look upon your father always. Look upon your father, Wintergreen and San Andreas, excuse me. He will carry upon his face a surprise to learn of who you are, just like many others that reside here. You can trust him fully, and that of Kyra Stark, my closest friends in this world, and those whose bonds shall never break or waver. An account has been created and financials deposited to ensure your struggles are never known. What I wouldn't give to see you one last time.
What did she say her intentions were when you told her about Kelly?
She's confused. She's very confused. I didn't want to have the conversation about Hal over the phone. So it was very vague in my response as to why her mother was dead. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to read you. I apologize. At the end of her will, it says to all of you, I rode hard, I fought loud, and I loved without apology. If there's a next life, I hope the roads are endless, the skies are clear, and the gas tanks never empty. Or maybe I'll finally make it home to that great hall to feast, to drink, to fight, to know that I have lived in obedience of the legacy I had walked and what was deemed worthy to enter. But until then, keep writing, keep loving, keep remembering me not as what I was at the end, but as I was at my best. Sorry. Somewhere out there, a bike revs up in the distance. That's just me, still writing, still free, still fighting. With all that I was, all that I had, and all that I ever could be. This is Karma, signing off. Ride well, my family, and ride loud. The Mujir, I don't know how to say that word, I apologize, has sounded for this chapter.
Mjolnir.
Thank you. She does give descriptions on all the vehicles, if you would like to hear them. You might get a kick out of it, honestly. Shall I?
Out of what? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, would you like to hear? She has things that she's written for all the vehicles that she is giving you. Would you like to hear those?
Yeah.
For the BF 400, she says, for every dust trail, every canyon carved, every crash, and every laugh, this bike holds all of those memories. Take her, ride her, and remember us. For the bobber on my right here, she says, my most prized build. I trust you with her. Take her on the open road and let her remind you of all the times we rode side by side. The hot knife back there. You know how scared this one is. Or sacred, Jesus. You know how sacred this one is. Burn rubber, race the sunset, and keep her loud. No one looks better behind her wheel than you. The Mesa. We bled into this machine, mud, oil, chaos, and adventure. She belongs to you now. May she always bring back the laughs and trouble we found together. And the Vagrant. Mine's better than yours anyway. Keep it as a spare for when you break yours. Which you will. Just promise me you'll send it soaring off a jump once in a while, like we used to.
Yeah. I don't want her things.
I know.
I just want her.
She asked me what I wanted. And I said I already had it. She looked at me and she said, no, dummy, I mean when I'm gone. Like, I said, sweetheart, I have so many memories of you. I don't need your materialistic shit. But she was very adamant about you having her money, her cars, things of her collection, like her axe and her cuts that were sentimental to you and her. She very much, I think she knew this was happening. And I didn't even get to say thank you to her for everything either, or hug her, or give her any kind of understanding that I was grateful that she existed and she saved me and gave me purpose that I don't ever want to take for granted. And I am very sorry for your loss, Kyra.
Fucking. I just can't. I don't. Been so long since I've had nobody. And I'm back to that again. I mean, I knew she was dying, but I didn't. I didn't get the closure I thought I was gonna get. I feel robbed of her.
She would tell me that Winter would mention that she's not allowed to die with the cancer stuff,
Yeah, well,
only to kill him or to kill her by his own hand.
yeah, he also got jealous
About what?
when he found out she wanted me to kill her. If it
Hmm.
came to that. I guess he got his wish after all.
I don't know why there was a need to make her the example. She had tried so many times to converse with him, to keep her word with him, to honor that. And in the video that I watched to the vineyard, neither Kelly or Audrey had any gun in their hands from the looks of the video. But the boys did. And after he
Yeah,
shot
okay.
her, well, yeah, he held it out in front of him. And as soon as Winter dropped Kelly, his gun turned to Audrey. And then that's when his scout's gun became upward. Very confusing. I guess the motto is, who needs enemies when you have friends like Winter?
Winter has her gun.
Probably good for you to get it.
I plan to. He said he was going to give it to me the other night, but I kind of stormed off.
So yeah, I gave him mercy to handle his affairs. And then I told him that he is to come to me when they are done, and I will give him resolve.
Yeah, I don't know that he understood that because that is not what he told me at all.
It looked kind of like shit, actually, so who knows?
Yeah, he did when I saw him too.
I just don't understand. And she didn't either, because she asked me for help in finding him. And we found his phone. We found his bike. The shit at the pier. All games.
I don't get why she would keep chasing it.
She didn't want to disappoint him again or not be there. Or for him to take her punishment.
What do you mean?
The letter that she said that she got was that Winter was going to be taking her death so that she could live and he was going to be put down. So she was in a frantic search to find him before they killed him. And it was evident that they had taken him. And then it just started to become even more peculiar over time because just running all over the place, finding clues didn't make any sense to her. Because if they were just going to kill him, they would have just killed him. They wouldn't have made a spectacle or a fucking circus for it, you know?
Yeah. Gave me some kind of fucking story about why he wasn't around for a while. He was in Norway or some shit. Barely got out alive.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably more lies. Who knows? Did you say something?
No. And during his fucking attitude.
What do you mean?
Well, I told him that I wanted the gun and it wasn't his to take. He said, didn't take it, wasn't gonna leave it behind. I should say didn't claim it, so stop thinking I stole it. Whatever.
When he came to speak with me down at 926, him and Scout arrived, and I was there with 6 of my people. He had a whole collection of fucking people sitting off into the distance, ready to pounce should anything happen to him, even though he begged me to kill him.
I'm in a meeting today.
You do?
No, the
Oh.
lost.
Oh, I know. I saw all of them collectively out there and watched them up from across the street to see if Winter were there. Never saw him. Even stood outside of his house over in Mirror Park as well and watched.
Why?
I don't want him to think that anything that has been stated has been forgotten or swept.
Well, if he's got people with him,
Easy.
can't let him know or them know that I still mean to collect.
Patience will be your virtue, Kyra. Restraint.
Well, yes and no. He can be a hard man to find sometimes. He likes to disappear.
Mhm. Indeed to that.
I thought he wanted me to kill him, because I had my gun on him for a long time. But then when I finally asked if he had any final words, that's when he said that he's the only one who can get the body out of the morgue.
Leverage is a cute thing. He wanted me to kill him too, and then came up with a reason for me not to. And one turned into two.
Supposed to do a Viking funeral for her.
Good.
Means I gotta invite Reapers.
Reapers miss her as well. And they want atonement for her death. And they said that I spoke to them earlier in their clubhouse in Polito. The president, their secretary, and an enforcer all thought very highly of her, and they felt very blessed to have her. They understood what they lost.
Why aren't they going to war?
The president has been requested to speak with Winter regarding the matter. I think they're waiting to see what transpires from that. They're thirsty for blood. They
So I
want,
do have a clock.
maybe. What good would it be, though, if you died too?
That ain't the only shit that's over my head right now, Morgan.
What else?
Remember how you got that fake identity for Bubba?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Boyd, correct?
yeah,
Bruce, yeah.
Bruce the Juice. As it turns out, feds got involved because of the drugs. And they saw my plate on my van. So they tracked that to me. They saw him in his car with us. On top of that, the people who own the drugs are looking for who's responsible.
Well, that is definitely not good. These dangerous people.
Yeah. I wanted to warn Kelly. But I couldn't get a hold of her.
She died on the evening of the 29th of March, Kyra. In the dark, in a parking lot, put into her own blood. Then she was picked up after a while, put into a black Tahoe and driven to the city. Her cut was taken by Audrey. So the Reapers have that in their possession. She knew this was coming. She wasn't going to let Winter take her accountability for her own away from her.
He's a fucking coward.
Agreed.
He should have made it his own call. this lost founders meeting.
Mhm. It was all bullshit. He propagated a game to make her play it just to come to her demise like a sport with an audience.
And in the meantime, he broke his own bylaws.
Mhm. Would reckon so. But let's be real, the Lost don't really honor their bylaws, do they?
No.
I ordered weapons from them. 10 Uzi styles with extended mags and suppressors for my group. You know what they did?
What?
They went and knocked on the Reaper's door for them,
What?
for those weapons.
They went to buy them from the Reaper so they could sell
Mhm.
them to you.
Exactly. So I bought them from the Reapers.
Fuck the Lost.
They really are their name. It's ironic though too, because when I spoke with Kelly when we were doing this revisions to this will, she said that it had been 2 days, I think, shy of 3 months since she was trying to talk to Winter. And she waited like 2 months before she even approached the Reapers to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And then she waited beyond that before she even decided to become a prospect with them, because she felt like there was no hope in having a conversation with Winter, as he just didn't take it seriously and it wasn't a big deal. She had messaged him, she had called him, she had asked profusely when he would be available, to no reply.
Yeah.
Even emails, nothing. So the irony of him getting his little pussy hurt, and to punish her when he can't even punish his own people for what they do. I guess that was quite the spectacle with Hulk, and that is why she walked away, yeah?
Yeah. And then he retired. Now he's a member.
Imagine.
Well, retired. Or whatever. And now we have 2 secretaries. Scout. And Chaz.
Interesting.
You have a bathroom around here?
Mm-hmm. You take the elevator over there behind you.
Perfect.